Good morning, children. I am Anmol Messi, PGT Physics, Mount Litra Z School, Jhansi. Children, we have started the second chapter, which is electric potential and capacitance, in which we have derived the expression for electric potential, and we have even derived the expression for electric potential on axial line, equatorial line, and on at a general point. So now today we are going to establish new expressions. So children, today's topic is equipotential surface. Now what is an equipotential surface? First of all, from the name itself it is very clear that it is a surface at which on every point the potential is same. So as you can see, I have drawn a diagram over here which is a circular surface, and I have taken 4 points A, B, C, which is at a distance of r from the center, and the charge is placed in the center on the surface. Now as we can see that when the charge is placed on the surface, the charge would get distributed on the surface, and if we are going to calculate the potential at A, B, C and D, then VA, that is potential at A, would be 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R, because R is the distance from the center. Then again, when we'll calculate the potential at B, that is VB, it would be 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R, because again the distance of B from point from the center is R. Then for point C, that is VC, again the potential would be 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R, and similarly for point D the potential would be VD, that is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. Since the potential at every point is same, that is VA is equal to VB is equal to VC is equal to VD is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R, therefore it is an equipotential surface. Now one by one let us discuss all the properties of an equipotential surface. The first property that we can say that potential is same at every point, because it is an equipotential surface, and by the definition itself it is clear that at every point the potential would be same, hence this could be taken as a property. Second property is the potential difference between 2 points on the surface is zero. Obviously, if potential at A and potential at B is same, then potential difference would be zero. So if we are going to calculate VAB, then VAB is equal to VA minus VB, and since VA and VB are equal, therefore VAB is equal to zero. That is, potential difference is zero. The third property is two equipotential surfaces cannot intersect each other. Like in previous chapter we have studied that two electric field lines never intersect each other. Similarly, two equipotential surface can also never intersect each other, because if they do so, then at the point of intersection there could be more than one value of potential, which is not possible. A single point cannot have more than one value of electric potential. Next property is the electric field lines are always perpendicular to the equipotential surface. So as you can see, I have drawn two diagrams over here. The first diagram which I have drawn is a diagram in which I have placed three plates, and all three plates are at same potential, hence they are equipotential surfaces. So the electric field line which I have drawn is perpendicular to the surfaces. And similarly, the second diagram that I have drawn of a circular surface, you can see that when the electric field lines originate in outward direction, it is perpendicular to the surface. Now the next property is that the work done between 2 points would be zero. Obviously, if potential difference is zero, then V is equal to W by Q, and instead of V we can write zero over there, because potential difference is zero, so work done would become zero. So therefore no work is done between 2 points of an equipotential surface. It is very clear that if 2 points are at same potential, then no work could be done between the 2 points. एक एग्जाम्पल ले लेते हैं. लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैं फिजिक्स टीचर हूँ और आप स्टूडेंट हो. आप और मैं सेम पोटेंशियल पे नहीं है, मैं हायर पोटेंशियल पे हूँ, मेरी नॉलेज इस समय ज़्यादा है और मैं इस समय ज़्यादा क्वालिफाइड हूँ, इस समय आप इस समय उतना क्वालिफाइड नहीं हो, ना ही आपकी उतनी नॉलेज है, इसलिए मैं आपको पढ़ा रहा हूँ और मुझसे नॉलेज आपकी तरफ फ्लो हो रही है, दैट इज़ हायर पोटेंशियल टू लोअर पोटेंशियल। लेकिन एक दिन ऐसा आएगा जब आप पढ़ करके मेरे बराबर आ जाओगे और मेरी जितनी आपकी नॉलेज हो जाएगी, उस दिन मैं आपको नहीं पढ़ाऊंगा, क्योंकि उस दिन आप और मैं सेम पोटेंशियल पे हो जाएंगे, तब फिर जो नॉलेज है वो हम मुझसे आपकी तरफ फ्लो नहीं होगी। Now let us discuss some examples of equipotential surfaces. So the first example that I have taken is equipotential surface for a uniform electric field. So you can see that I have drawn some uniform electric field lines, and we have placed three surfaces which are equipotential surfaces which are perpendicular to the electric field. Okay. Now the second example is equipotential surface for an isolated point charge. So we have placed an isolated point charge and we have originated the electric field lines outward because it is a positive charge, and as per the electric field lines we have drawn circular surfaces which are perpendicular to the electric field lines. Third is equipotential surface for a pair of similar point charge. So you can see in the diagram itself I have drawn two similar positive charges and the surfaces around the two charges, and the electric field lines, again because these are positive charge, therefore the electric field line would go outwards. Another example is equipotential surface for an electric dipole. So electric dipole is a system in which there are two charges, equal but opposite charges. So I have taken one negative and the other one is positive charge, and again I have drawn surfaces around the two charges which are equipotential surfaces. Next topic is electric potential energy and electric potential. So we are going to establish a small relationship between electric potential energy and electric potential. So as we know that U is equal to QV, that is actually V is equal to W by Q, and if we take W as our subject, then W is equal to QV, and since work done can be considered as potential energy, therefore U is equal to QV. But V is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q by r. So if we'll place the value of V in the expression, then it would become U is equal to Q 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q by r, and finally the expression would become U is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q by r. Finally, in conclusion, I would like you to see that electric field, electric potential, force, and potential energy, all these four physical quantities have almost same expression. So it becomes very confusing in examination because sometimes we forget and we use the wrong expression. So I have mentioned all the four expressions over here which you can consider, and please keep in mind that each expression is almost similar, but then these four expressions are different from each other. Like for example, electric field is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square, whereas V is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q by r, not r square. And similarly for force it is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square, while for potential energy it is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q by r, it is not r square.